Hi, stamping friends. My name is Lori Heiling, and thank you for joining me today. I just posted this little project a day ago, and I have gotten so many messages and comments. So thank you so much for your encouragement and just expressing interest in this project. And a couple people asked if I would do a video. So I thought, oh my goodness, you don't even need a video. It's so simple, but I know I'm like probably most of you, and it helps to have a visual. So I'm just going to quickly show you how I made this. And I do want to point out that the original idea came from one of my downline. Her name is Kim Sinclair, and she made me one of these probably about 2 years ago. However, she used non-Stampin' Up! Products, and her shapes were a little bit different. So I knew I've always wanted to do this, but I wanted to wait until a nice bundle came out that would work well. And once the Heartfelt stamp set came out, let me show you that. And it had that little sentiment that says, being friends is better than eating candy, but let's do that too. When I saw that in there, I knew that this was the year that I was going to do this project. So let me share with you how I made this. For starters, you are going to need a Hershey's chocolate bar, and this is just normal size that you get right at the checkout counter, and sometimes you can buy them in bulk as well. So just a normal size. And then the paper that I used was from let's see, it's called From My Heart Designer Series paper, which is in the spring catalog. And I just cut a 6x6 sheet, and I put tear and tape just because it's a little bit more sturdy than snail. And when I make 3D items, I like to use tear and tape. So I'm just gonna place this right smack in the middle, and then just fold it over and make it kind of a tight fit, but not too tight so that you can slide it off. Although most of us stampers, we don't really eat the candy that we wrap. We just look at it and say how cute it is. Now you'll have to notice I ran out of this paper, so I'm just using another one, but really any of it is going to work because most of it's going to be covered up by the chocolate bar. All right, let's get to the chocolate bar. All I did was took early espresso, and this piece is 4.5 inches by 2.25 inches. And then to make the little bite mark on the corner, I took the scallop heart punch that's part of this bundle and just snip off. Oh, it doesn't have to be exact, just a little piece of that right there. All right. So that's going to be the bottom left corner. Now you're going to need a whole bunch of rectangles. The first size is the larger rectangle, and this is going to be 1 inch by 5/8 inch. And then the smaller one is 7/8 inch by 5/8 inch. And all you're going to do is make 11 of each of these. And then when you use your dimensionals, I like to use my paper piercer to take it off with because it just extends my fingers and it's easier. And this is probably the most tedious part of the project. You're just going to put that right smack in the middle there. Like I said, do 11 of these. I did not do those beforehand, so you'll just have to do those. And then all I did was put more dimensionals on. This one I put 2 on just so they don't bounce around left and right. And this will be a good little treat for anyone that likes chocolate. And I just kind of spaced them out. You might want to kind of look about where they should be spaced out before you start putting them down. But you see how it's all 3 layers. So you have the bottom, then the bigger cardstock, then the smallest one, and there's dimensionals between each layer. Then, so there's the 11 on there, and just kind of space them out. And then to get the hearts, I use the heart bundle punch. I'm not sure what the name of it is. Let me grab my catalog. As you can tell, I am totally winging this because I can't even remember the name of it, but let me show you where it is in the catalog. I know it's on the bottom left side. There we go. Detailed Hearts die. And when you punch that out, it is going to make so many of them, but that's what you need to punch out these little hearts. And I did it in Flirty Flamingo and Real Red, and just kind of randomly put them on there. Then for the little banner, I did this beforehand. It's just a 3 inch by 1/2 inch strip of Whisper White paper, and I'll show you how I get my banner to kind of look like a waving banner. So I first go up like that, and then down the other way, and then down the other way. So it kind of makes like an S shape, so it kind of looks like that. And so that's how you make that banner. Now for the ribbon, they have a real nice satin ribbon that goes with this suite. It's real red and it's double stitched. And when I do 3D things, I'll show you how I do this so that you don't have to have a second hand to hold that down. So first I like to make a knot, and that way you don't have to try to keep working with it to keep that tight. And then I just make the bow like this. All right, and just pull it so it's even, and snip it off. Okay, then you're gonna stick your candy bar on like this and just kind of tuck it at an angle. And all I did was stick adhesive underneath here, and then the banner goes on just with a little glue dot right here. And then I did add one of those little jewels that comes in the suite, and those are right here. They're from my Heart Faceted Gems, and I'll show you what those look like. It's all different colors, but there's so many of them. And just stick that on with a little bit of glue underneath it, and let me get the finished one out again so you can see that. That's it. It really is fast and simple. The most time-consuming part is just making those little squares, but once they're all cut out, it's really fast. So I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you again for your interest and just all the positive comments. It just really warms my heart that you enjoyed that project. All right, thanks again. Bye-bye.